They say it don't cost nothing to love. That's true, but in a way it does, right? It costs you time, and you can't show you have to give people time, right? And be intentional with your time, right? This video was gonna be about something completely else, and I'll do that some other day. But this video is about time. Time's going by regardless of what you're doing with it, right? Whether you're investing or whether you're distracting yourself, time's going by regardless, right? And you don't know how long you'll be, you know what I'm saying? You don't know if you'll ever see that person again at the store. You don't know if that person that you're working with is gonna get fired next month, or if you end up getting a different job, or you end up moving out of state, whatever, right? You don't know. So be intentional with your time. Plant seeds. Show people love. And like Paul said, don't just pretend to love them. Really love them. Listen to their story. Get understanding about them. Remember the things they tell you. Be considerate of them in situations, right? Don't, a lot of people aren't. They have limits to what they'll give, right? Because a lot of people are afraid of opening up too much and then getting hurt, right? Or telling people too much and somehow it coming back to hurt them, right? Because we've been trained to protect ourselves, right? We've been conditioned to live in fear. That's what comes natural to us, human nature, right? It's what comes natural to us. But we know God's love is supernatural, right? And there's no fear in love. Don't be religious. Religious people, they want to focus on what they can do in their image, right? They're quick to cast out a demon, right? And prophesy in the name and all these different stuff, right? But they're not opening up with God about their needs and their fears and what they're seeking God for, what they want to understand about Him. They're not sincere, they're not diligent, right, when it comes to those things. So no, those people don't show the love of God in their life. They have a title. They care about numbers, their image, status, a podium, whatever. God's power is His love, right? And even when God does something for somebody, demonstrating His power, what's behind that is His love for His will, His love for their soul. So when you're dealing with people, understand that we're in the age of grace. So whenever you're interacting with somebody, you have to overlook the offense, overlook their mannerisms, how they're acting, the decisions they make, right? Even you overhear the conversation, you hear some trifling stuff. Overlook that thing and see that person the way God sees that person, right? God will see that person set free.